Okay, coming off a frustrating loss Saturday, I know our fan base is frustrated. I know our players are frustrated. I know our coaches are. No one needs to be blaming our players. Anytime a team is not playing up the potential, that's a coaching issue. That's my responsibility. And I've got to do a better job of preparing our coaches and our players moving forward. We're at the halfway point of our season, and we're 4-2. Now that our backs are against the wall, it's a real similar feeling as it was last year. I'm very confident that we're going to finish this thing. Our team is in a good spot mentally for everything that we went through the first half of the season, and I think we're set up to improve each week. We've done that the last few seasons. I'm confident we'll do that again this year. We've got Tennessee coming in, a team that had an off week last week, give them 2 weeks to prepare. I think they're a hungry team, and I think that they've got good systems on both sides of the football. We're expecting their best, but this will be more about us and our approach this week and getting ready to play another game, home game in the SEC. Questions?
So you guys, you guys make no bones about the goal is always the SEC West,
Yeah.
SEC. So how do you kind of keep this team as motivated as you want to be when maybe that's a long shot now?
Well, it was a long shot last year at this point too. It was probably a real similar feeling. Obviously, we don't control our own destiny, and we'll need some help. There's no doubt with that, but still a whole lot to play for. And if we can finish like we did last year, there'll be a lot of good things ahead. So there's a whole lot to play for, and our team understands that.
What's your diagnosis on Jarrett's overthrows? He had a bunch of those in that game, and it's not something we've really seen from him before.
Yeah, I know he's aware of it, and I know he's going to do everything in his power to correct it. He's really tough on himself, and he's a competitor.
Do you think it's a function of him being scared of or being affected by the rush?
I don't think so. I think he will be. I think he will be better in that area the second half of the season. I really do.
What is it about this offense that gives you the confidence that it can, get better?
Yeah, if you look at the whole performance Saturday, we left some points out there, and what we got to do is do a better job of when we get the opportunities. We got to seize the moment as far as that goes. So after the game, I said we were close, and really what I meant, we were close to scoring more points. And anytime you leave points out there, it magnifies things from a negative standpoint. And when we have those opportunities in the future, we gotta seize the moment.
When you ran the football at Mississippi State, particularly in the second half, you guys were doing pretty well on the ground.
Yeah.
Was it Booby's shoulder that was keeping you from kind of running it more?
I think it was probably more of the way the game was unfolding as far as that goes. And, I think we actually got in a rhythm in the second half on a few drives as far as everything goes with that. And like I said, if we left some points out there, I think that was easy to see, so we got to do a better job of that when we have that opportunity. Anytime you're on the road in the SEC, you can't make the mistakes, or you can't have the missed opportunities that we had and have a chance to win. And that's probably the biggest frustrating thing for everyone concerned, that when you're got the capability of doing that.
Do you come to a point with tempo where do you ever come to a point where you just say, we're going to go tempo, we're not going to say we got to have so many yards on first down, we're just going to force it, go with it?
Yeah, I think when you're able to look back at half the season and you're able to step back and evaluate where you're at and all that, I think you've got to be open to whatever can help moving forward. Every game unfolds a little bit different. The matchups against certain defenses unfold, and you got to, how well is the defense matchup, special teams, field position, all those things are a factor. But I know our offensive coaches will have good plans the second half of the season as far as our personnel.
In the second half, you obviously didn't run the ball as much. Do you see this offense being more pass heavy?
I think the best way to answer that is every game will be a little bit different, and from a coach's standpoint,
giving your guys the best chance of being successful. Every game is different because their personnel is different and their strengths are different. I will say this, after 6 games, we should have a very good judge of our guys. Like I told them, there's no more, we're young, we're inexperienced, this guy's hurt. It really doesn't matter. We know what we have, and we do have some strengths. We do have some guys that, we got some guys that are capable of scoring points, and we just we gotta seize the moment when we have those opportunities.
Guys, can you talk about Jack Driscoll, how he's doing?
Yeah, Jack, first of all, Jack's an extremely tough young man. He wanted to play. Last week, just in pregame, we just didn't feel like it was best for him to do that. We felt like we need to give him another week or two. And so, he'll practice again today. I think he will be better than he was last week. I can't sit here and tell you today for sure he's going to play, but I know he'll want to play. And so hopefully he'll be healthy enough. Calvin Ashley filled in for him as his first start. And I thought in the run game, he did some good things, and there's nothing like getting the first start under your belt. And my experience is, he'll improve.
What about Deshaun's knee? How's he doing?
Yeah, I think we dodged a bullet with that. I mean, it scared him, it twisted and kind of fell on him and all that. And he came back in the game, and I think he's doing a lot better, and we expect him to practice today.
Got another one about Jared. I mean, he's just doesn't seem like he's the same player that he was this time last year. What do you think is going on with him?
Yeah, I mean, I think, he's pretty tough on himself. I think if you ask him, he'd be frustrated too, but it's all of the above. It's everything that goes with it. It's not just one thing and all that. I mean, he's a good quarterback, and I really expect him and the offense to get better in the second half, and I think you'll see a difference in our offense the second half. I really do.
On defense, you're able to turn to Deshaun Davis for leadership in every moment on the field. On offense, who's that one guy that the team turns to?
Well, I mean, of course, Jarrett Stidham and Ryan Davis and Deshaun Davis are 3 leaders that go out for the coin toss, and they were voted upon by their teammates. And that's who we hang our hat on.
Any specific moments you can remember them really kind of taking charge on the sideline this season, the first half of the year?
Yeah, I think there's been numerous times from all 3 of them in different situations.
Yes, Anthony Schwartz looks so dangerous when he touches the ball. What are the odds of him getting it more in the second half of the season?
I will say this, at the halfway point, like I said earlier, I think, from offensive staff-wise, they're evaluating everything. They got good information now on playmakers, on who needs to be on the field, who needs to be touching the ball. So not just with Anthony, but, the second half, I think you'll see some little tweaks. Like I said, I think offensively, especially Saturday, like I said, if we hadn't left a few out there, I think it would feel a bit different than we do now about improving in some areas.
How do you handle the split there between Whitlow and Martin on game days?
Yeah, I think each game it's going to be a little different. You got to understand that Whitlow, we weren't for sure if he was going to even play until pregame, and I thought that he did some good things and really gutted it out. So I think each game will unfold differently.
How important was Saturday for you guys, just learning more about him, going, okay, he stepped up into that role even though he wasn't as prepared?
Yeah,
So
I mean, I think it says a lot about him being a young running back with a shoulder, that he played through it and showed some toughness and made some really good runs. And Prince Tega is another guy that I pointed out to our team that we weren't for sure if he was going to play. Matter of fact, he played pretty good too. So we got some guys really showing some toughness, and like I said with Jack, he wanted to play. It's just we didn't feel like it was best for him or our team to do that at that point.
Were you surprised by how long it took Kevin to kind of adjust to that quarterback power jet that they were running? It took a while.
Yeah, but they did some good things scheme-wise and all that, and they had a good scheme, and obviously that quarterback, I think he's the SEC's all-time leading rusher too, so you got to give them credit. For running too.
Gus, has how things unfolded on the field this season changed your outlook in recruiting as far as what you need or the type of player, particularly on the offensive line and running back?
We knew coming into this year
that we were going to be inexperienced up front, and there was going to be some growing. We knew that. We knew we were inexperienced at running back. We knew there was going to be some growing. And so that was to be expected. I think for me, the frustrating thing right now for me and everyone else is that, we're no longer inexperienced. We're no longer young, and we need to start seeing progress. And like I said, the frustrating thing for me is if we'd have put some more points on the board when we had the opportunities, we'd be feeling a little bit different from the standpoint that we are getting better. But we need to do that this Saturday and to play better. And I expect we will.
What have you seen from Tennessee and their defense, and how concerning is it just with them coming off a bye week and you guys play some games?
Of course, Jeremy Pruitt, we've faced him numerous times, and we know each other very well. I think he's got a talented set of defensive guys. It looks very similar, what it has in the past. And like I said, the advantage they've got is they've had 2 weeks to prepare and get healed up and all that. But, the way we are right now, like I said, our backs are against the wall with how we want to finish this thing. So, playing at home, and I expect our group to be extremely, extremely hungry on Saturday.